What up, guys? After being on YouTube for all of these years, I decided to finally do a Q&A video. But real talk, before we get started, I do feel incredibly lucky to be able to make videos for you guys as my career. And the least I could do is film a Q&A video for y'all and let y'all get to know me a little bit. Y'all saying, though? Question number 1. How hard is it to switch your voice up back to back? Honestly, it's gotten pretty damn easy for me now. I've been doing it for quite a while. Was it always that easy? No. Early on, it definitely took a lot of practice and trial and error. If you've been watching for a while, you've seen me pop in and out of several different character voices, and I'ma keep that shit up. Question number 2. What's the most cringeworthy prank you ever had? Honestly, I think back to the time when I was calling the gay hotline. Now, the gay hotline is unfortunately shut down now and no longer exists. But one time I was on there and talking to this super creepy dude. All of a sudden he starts whispering to me, "Hey, my daughter's sleeping in the other room and has a web camera. Do you want to see her naked?" And I'm like, nah man, you know, I'm good for now, man, but like, you know, we could keep talking about that homo shit you and I, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time, I'm like internally freaking the fuck out. I'm like, this poor young girl, this guy's a creepy fucker. What do? This is super uncomfortable. Do I keep trying to bait him and try to get more information so I can actually report the dude? Do I just hang up and skip him and pretend like it didn't happen? It was a weird feeling for me. I did try to gradually get more information out of him, like, where do you live? Oh, what do you do for a living? Blah, blah, blah. But nothing I got was super identifiable, so I wasn't able to actually do anything. I did actually call the cops afterwards, trying to actually give them a lead of some sort. But ultimately, the cops told me they would reach out to the gay hotline and see what information they could get, and I don't really know what happened from there, unfortunately. But I did my best. Are you guys gonna hear that audio ever? Probably not. But if you want to sign up to my super secret mailing list, you never know. Maybe. Question number 3. Do you ever use your character voices in real life, or is it just online? With close friends, I definitely do pop in and out of voices. They find it pretty amusing. At the same time, I am a little weary about doing voices in public. I've learned my lesson from just busting out a certain voice at a sandwich shop or at a store of some kind, and there have been a couple instances where someone's been like, "You kind of sound like that prank guy on YouTube." I'm like, oh no, I'll check him out though. That's really funny. Funny coincidence. So the answer is yes sometimes, especially if I'm close with the person, but for the most part, I do try to be a little cautious about it. I save it for the phone calls. Question number 4. Would you ever call the Chinese restaurant or any of the places from your old videos back now, years later? Honestly, probably not. First of all, they happened so long ago, and the Chinese restaurant's a place that I happen to call many times. I think they've heard enough from me, and there's literally millions of people I can call. So no need to go back and call them again, regardless of how much you guys might enjoy that. But don't worry though, I got some super special funny shit in store for you guys. Question number 5. How many unsuccessful calls does it take to get the great ones that get put on YouTube? Honestly, that varies quite a bit. The biggest bottleneck for me is people simply not picking up the phone. Sometimes I'll get some super good requests or have a really funny idea for someone, but after spending a few minutes mentally planning what kind of direction the call can go in, I call that person and they don't pick up, or it goes to voicemail. And that kills me. Not only does it kind of kill my morale, but it just slows me down. For the most part, if I get someone to pick up the phone, I can get some pretty ridiculous and funny things out of them. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes I get a successful call done in 20 minutes, other times it'll take me 2 to 3 hours. Question number 6. Do you plan your pranks or just go with the flow? For the most part, if I get a specific request sent to me, I will bullet point a couple ideas or pertinent information about the call itself, like where the guy's from, what's his name, what's his address, what are his family members' names, where does he work? Having those things handy help me guide the call in so many different directions. And planning out a call in detail is a waste of time, because if I spend 20 minutes planning out exactly what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna respond, what if they don't pick up? 20 minutes wasted. I've learned that the hard way. Question number 7. Do you get nervous when you prank call? I mean, I've been doing this for quite a while now, so for the most part, no, I don't get nervous. At the same time, if there's a super enticing request or something I'm really excited to do, I will get a tad nervous or get some heart palpitations before I do the call, just because I don't know where it might go. But once I get like 10 seconds into the actual call, I'm totally fine and calm again. This is rare, but reminds me that I'm human, so I'm glad. Question number 8. Which has been your favorite prank to film and why? That honestly changes every couple weeks, but one that sticks out to me ever since I did it was the insane hostage situation prank call. If you haven't seen that yet, my god, that's probably one of the best pranks I've ever done. Welcome to stage 2 Oh, the memories. The link's in the description down below if you haven't seen it for some reason, but I pretty much get this guy in Australia to think that the disgruntled cab driver that he flicked off somehow found him and his address and his girlfriend's name and his family info and kidnapped his girlfriend. I know it sounds crazy, but he freaks the fuck out, and it's incredible. Not only that, it has a really happy ending. So laughs all around, and those are my favorite kinds of pranks. And the last question. Are you going to introduce a new character in the future? I definitely am. And there's a bunch that I have in the works right now. I am one that only likes to do a voice on the channel though once I feel like it's fairly perfected and ready for prime time. I know you guys have heard new character snippets like, "What are you doing, my brother?" But I don't feel like characters like the African character are quite there yet. But don't worry, it's happening. It'll happen. I think that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for checking out my first ever Q&A video. I had a lot of fun answering these. On top of that, I know you guys probably have a lot more questions for me. So let me know if you want a part 2 in the comments down below, and I'll see you on Sunday with a brand new video.
Hello, welcome to stage 2.
Where the fuck is my girlfriend?
No, she's still at the house. I use telephone.
Who the fuck is this?